Good evening, Laker Nation. Tonight, we don't just bring you a game recap, we bring you a defining moment. A moment that may very well be the pivot point in what has already been a dramatic, emotional, and at times chaotic Lakers season. In a night that felt more like a playoff party than a regular season finale, the Los Angeles Lakers have clinched the third seed in the Western Conference. That's right. No play-in. No last-minute miracle required. Just dominant basketball executed to perfection. And who led the charge? None other than the man who has become the heartbeat of this new-look Lakers squad, Luka Doncic. From the opening possession, it was clear that Luka came into Crypto.com Arena with a mission. This wasn't just about beating the Houston Rockets. This was about sending a message to the rest of the league. A message that read loud and clear, we're here. And we're not backing down. Luka was electric, racking up 39 points, grabbing 8 rebounds, and dishing out 7 assists. And he did it all with a smile on his face, playing the game with an ease that made the extraordinary look routine. The step-backs, the bullet passes, the hesitation drives, every move calculated, every moment controlled. But Luka wasn't alone in his brilliance. LeBron James, the living legend, the ageless wonder, was right there beside him. From the very beginning, LeBron was locked in, finding cutters, pushing the tempo, commanding attention every time he touched the ball. The chemistry between Doncic and LeBron? Electric. You could feel it in the building. It was like watching two symphonies blend into one powerful melody. There were alley-oops, backdoor cuts, and no-look passes that had the entire arena on its feet. For those first 2.5 quarters, it felt like the Lakers were putting on a clinic, a masterclass in basketball excellence. And then, just like that, the tone shifted. LeBron exited the game in the third quarter with what the team called a precautionary move due to groin tightness. The atmosphere went from celebration to concern in a heartbeat. Every Laker fan watching, either in the stands or from home, felt that familiar sting of worry. But then, there he was, sitting on the bench, laughing with teammates, waving to the crowd, fully suited up. The sigh of relief was audible. The scare was over. But the questions? They remain. Because while LeBron may have been fine tonight, there's a bigger concern looming. Can he hold up defensively in the grind of the postseason? Statistically, he's still elite, averaging 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. But in the playoffs, where every possession is a war, where every switch is a potential mismatch, where energy conservation becomes a real strategy, the fear is that LeBron may be exposed on defense. He's 40 years old. As remarkable as he still is, the tank is not bottomless. And that's where the trade whispers begin to grow louder. Because this team, while talented, is not without its flaws. Most notably, in the middle. After the blockbuster trade that sent Anthony Davis out and brought Luka Doncic in, the Lakers gave up their defensive cornerstone. Say what you will about Davis's injuries or inconsistency, when he was on the floor, he protected the rim like few others in the league. The idea was to replace his presence with youth and potential, specifically Mark Williams. But that move fell apart. A failed physical scrapped the deal, and the Lakers were left scrambling for options. In the short term, they patched the hole with veteran Alex Len. A steady, experienced big, Len has done what he can, but he's not the long-term answer. He's not the guy you throw at Nikola Jokic in a Game 7. He's not the anchor that strikes fear into the hearts of opposing slashers. And the Lakers know it. That's why, behind closed doors, the front office has been making calls. Exploring options. Running scenarios. Two names have made it to the forefront, Miles Turner and Nick Claxton. Turner is a known commodity. A rim protector who can stretch the floor. The kind of modern big every contender wants. But he's under contract, and the Pacers aren't giving him away. It'll cost players, picks, and perhaps even cap flexibility. Nick Claxton, on the other hand, brings athleticism, switchability, and upside. He's younger, still developing, and might be more realistic to acquire. But again, nothing comes cheap in this league. Especially not when the Lakers are already tight on salary space. So, as this team celebrates a dominant win, one where they hung 78 points by halftime, shot 64% from the field in the first 2 quarters, and finished the game with 52% from beyond the arc, it's important to remember what's beneath the surface. This was a blowout, yes, but Houston came in short-handed. No Sengun. No Jabari Smith Jr. No VanVleet. The Rockets were playing uphill from the start. Still, they had a bright spot in Cam Whitmore, who poured in 26 points and showed flashes of the player he's destined to become. But the Lakers didn't just take care of business, they celebrated. They let their young guns shine. Late in the fourth quarter, with the game already decided, the spotlight shifted. Bronny James, cool as ice, drained a corner 3 that had the crowd roaring. And just a minute later, Dalton Knecht buried another, officially capping off the evening in style. The rookies were smiling. The veterans were laughing. The fans were standing. This wasn't just a win. It was a vibe. And yet, it's that very vibe that feels fragile. Because when you look ahead to a 7-game series against a bigger, more physical team, can this version of the Lakers hold the line? Can they rebound by committee? Can Rui Hachimura bang down low against elite post players? Can Dorian Finney-Smith stretch the floor and also guard elite wings for 40 minutes? Can Austin Reeves maintain his two-way brilliance under the playoff spotlight? Because Reeves has been sensational. Against Houston, he delivered 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists with ease. Every time the Lakers needed a bucket, he was there. Whether slashing to the rim, hitting floaters, or knocking down threes, Reeves played like a man possessed. He's matured in front of our eyes, growing from a fringe rotation piece to a foundational starter. Finney-Smith has found his rhythm too, hitting 6 3-pointers tonight and spacing the floor like a veteran sniper. His defense has been quietly elite, and his ability to slide between positions is critical for a team with shifting lineups. And Rui? Well, Rui Hachimura continues to be the quiet assassin. He doesn't need the ball. He doesn't chase stats. He just produces. 16 points on efficient shooting. Smart cuts. Timely rebounds. And when he's locked in, you can feel the confidence ripple through the team. This roster, while imperfect, has heart. It has grit. And more than that, it has belief. Luka believes. LeBron believes. The bench believes. And perhaps that's what separates contenders from champions. Because championships aren't just won with size. Or contracts. Or defensive ratings. They're won with moments. With belief. With unity. So, where does that leave us? It leaves us at a crossroads. A team that has rediscovered its identity offensively, but must now find its soul on the defensive end. A team that has Luka magic, LeBron wisdom, and a bench full of young guns ready to explode, but lacks that one piece in the middle. A team with the 3rd best record in the West and yet, question marks that stretch from the paint to the perimeter. But here's the truth. The Lakers have been here before. Written off. Counted out. Doubted. And every time, they've found a way. This is not a team that folds. It's a team that fights. And as the playoffs loom closer, there's no doubt that this story, this incredible, unpredictable Lakers season, is far from over. So whether a trade happens in the offseason or not, whether Claxton or Turner walks through that door, whether LeBron plays at 100% or 85%, this team has earned its shot. This team has earned your belief. Because when the lights are brightest, when the stakes are highest, and when the moment calls for greatness, that's when legends rise. And tonight, in front of a sold-out crowd, the Lakers didn't just rise. They soared. Here's a crucial insight for you: diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks, with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts, REITs. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.